Okay, so I am a real estate broker and a real estate investor here in California. And I have been working with you guys since last fall. And I went through the 5 hour flip thing. Like in between work, I would jump in and watch stuff, and then I'd watch it later and then jump back to work. And it was good. It was very motivating, really great experience. And that just pushed me to jump into the inner circle. There's way more content than you can like, shake a stick at, really. There's so much content for training, and then also the live calls, right? So we have our Tuesdays and What's Up Wednesdays and the Thursday Q&A, and there's a lot of support. So yeah, loving that. You guys are great. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for that. I know since we've been working together the last like 6-7 months, like we haven't done a whole lot of transactions together because you've been building a team for your brokerage. But I love how you've taken what we've taught you and applied it to what you've already known and really helped scale that. Tell someone a little bit about that experience coming into working with us. And not only do we teach you the tools to invest better and differently, but we've been able to help you really take this training and apply it to your agents and building your team that are working for you now. Tell us a little bit about that.
When I took on this managing broker job, we had just started. Like I told you, I hadn't even had a paycheck, and I was like, I don't even know what this is going to be. But it was, what I found was the conversation that you teach is invaluable in teaching new agents how to have a conversation with a lead, right? Marketing out, leads come in, you have a conversation, and so forth, right? And I just basically R&D'd it, ripped off and duplicated, right? Whatever you taught, I was like, I take that and I take it to my team. And it's built their confidence, it's built my confidence. I don't even know what to tell you as far as like how well that's going, right? They're like, I tried it on these people and it works. Yes. Right. And I talked to them about the conversation, and Kyle and I had this conversation a week or two ago about the 5 steps in the conversation and what are you working on? Like really dial down on it. And I haven't implemented that yet, but I'm planning to. And then racking, right? Like we talked warm with warm and rack, and now they're getting it. They're like, oh, I was racking, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're implementing it. It's giving them more success, which obviously makes me happy too.
And that's got to feel good knowing that the team that you're building is not only having more success and faster, but it's given them a different level of confidence.
It does. And for people that don't know how real estate training works, generally it's like, here's your script. This is your open house script. This is your, Facebook lead. This is your this lead. And they're all these different scripts. And my company has like 70 pages of scripts. That's overwhelming, right? That's gotta be overwhelming. So I just, I was talking to Kyle about that, and he's like, it's the same conversation. Doesn't matter, right? Yeah. And that was like, what? It's the same conversation. And it's true, right? You're like, maybe it starts off with a certain topic, but the 5 steps apply anyway, right? So I've been using it to teach my agents. And as I was just telling you, I'm going to jump into the wholesaling side of it now that I've kind of got this dialed in.
I love it. I love it. Tell us, if somebody was listening to the sound of your voice and they were on the fence, like, I want to hire this coach, or this coach, like, what do you feel after being in the business for some time, taking a break and coming back and seeing all different types of programs out there and having been a student of several of them yourself? What do you feel separates the REI Results Academy and our inner circle from everything else?
Okay, a couple of things. First of all, it's accessibility, right? Hands-on every single week. And that is not what I've ever run into in another coaching program. It's a call, right? You can get on a call for an hour once a week, but you're not able to really interact on the level that we are, right? And that is huge. I think that's one of the main things, right? Is just the accessibility and the ability to just, have chat, right? We have a chat where you can go in and ask questions and hashtag question, this is my question, and it gets answered. Right. So that's really helpful. And it's also just different information. It's not what you see with a lot of other coaching programs, right? It's different. And different is better than better, right, Bryce?
I was waiting for it. I love it.
Right? It's true though, because different is better than better. And And it is different. And I know you guys said that in the 5-day challenge. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to trust you on that, because there isn't a lot that you can see before you join, right? There's not like a 500-page manual and a 10 modules you work through or whatever that you see. Like, here's our packaged product, which is what you see from most coaches, right? They're like, you scroll down and you see their pretty marketing of what they have. And you guys, it was actually very scary. It was like jumping off a cliff, because there wasn't.
No.
I want to see your package. And you're like, well, we have this, this, and this. And I'm a visual person. It was like, okay, good. I'm going to do it. And I'd say, like, if you're on the fence, that's the thing, right? You don't know. You can't go by what the packaging is, right, Bryce? Because you're not there with a suit and tie, and you're not like, right? It's a whole other thing. It's like, this is what we do. This is real, right? It's not like, here's my packaged glossy trifold and my, DVD and my workbook and my whatever. It's like, hey, I'm Bryce McKinley, Coach Sharpen, right across the top, right?
What time it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. And I've never really thought about it that way. I don't like those types of courses. It's like, you could do those, but then you're going to go on and buy the next one, because you lose that touch, number one. And two, you lose the fact that everybody's different. And so what I found in presenting it the way that we did is that your results are going to differ from those results and those results. And so tell me about that. When you made the decision, talk about the results that you got, because they've been different. They haven't been like,
they are different. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're different, because I'm not implementing it the way most people would. They're coming in here to learn how to wholesale. And as I told you, there were some obstacles for me. And I was like, well, now what am I going to do? And so I was like, I'm just going to soak up all the coaching. Like, what is it that makes you guys different? What's conversation? How can I implement that with my team? Right? How can I help them do better at sales? And that's what you do, right? And sales is sales is sales. And, real estate is the widget. But at the end of the day, it's sales.
I love it. I love it. So someone's on the fence and they're like, I really like this guy. I like Krista. And what do I do? Should I do it? Should I keep thinking about it? What do you tell that person, Krista?
Here's the thing. If you're ready, you're ready, right? If you've been ruminating on this and watching 10 different YouTube people do their thing, and you've been to like 10 seminars, and I was there, I did that, right? I was like, I research. Should I do this? Should I not? But your presentation was just very different. It was more, like I said, accessibility was really the key for me, because I felt like I can text you, right? And I would say, hey, Bryce, I have a question. And I would get an answer. Oh. And it was just different. It's not like there's a wall between the coach and the people that are doing the class or whatever it is, right? This inner circle that we have. We also collaborate in the inner circle, right? So, and we've seen that more too. And the inner circle is very, very positive. There's nobody in there going, well, this didn't work. And this, and sometimes you get those kind of people and they just like suck the energy out of the whole meeting. We don't really have any people like that. We're all just like, hey, share your wins. Let's go. Right. Or I have a question. What can we do? And we mastermind it. And you guys just kind of like give us a structure and off we go. And the other thing I like is that, the topics that we ask about, like, you're like, oh, let's put that on the calendar. We'll talk about that. And so I'm excited to see what this new training portal looks like, because, I'm all about that too.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm
learner. I'm like, what else do you got? Let's
drink from the fire hose, right? I love it. So, Krista, let me ask you this. At the end of the day, I know time is money, and we've spent a lot of time together. But you've seen returns, not just in your own business. You've seen returns like in your own personal development and things like that. What do you feel is your greatest takeaway, your greatest result in working with REI Results Inner Circle?
You're probably going to laugh at this, but it made me a better coach, right? That was my takeaway, was I'm a better trainer. I'm a better mentor. Have so many more ideas and so much more content to give people that I'm training than I had before, right? Like, my tool belt is way more expanded. And that's what I kind of knew I would have to dig into, knowing that I had these other obstacles, right? Like I said, sales is sales is sales. And the training has been great because it's helping me be better working with my team. Hi, my name is Krista Johnson, and I totally 100% endorse the REI Results Academy.